Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about something that people have been asking me for a while now, especially those new nurses that will be starting school next week or in 2 weeks. Great job in choosing nursing because it's honestly the best career. But anyways, so people have been asking me what books I recommend for them to buy or what I have been using. So I'm going to let you know the best books that have been working for me. So the first book I recommend is the Saunders book, Comprehensive Review NCLEX RN Examination. It's honestly like my Bible right now. I've had it since fundamentals, and this is a great book for those that don't really like to read. Because if you're reading the course book, you'll realize that there's so much fluff in there that you don't really feel motivated in reading it. I mean, I end up reading it because I feel like I need to know every details to anything, so if not, I won't understand it or I feel like I'm missing something. So I usually read the course book, and then 2 to 3 days before exam days, I like to look at the Saunders book because it breaks it down, it simplifies it, so you could just not only memorize but really understand the information. And another great thing is that it has a lot of practice questions, so make sure that you know the information before the exam. And they also have a code inside the book. There's a code in here. You won't be able to use this one, but there's a code in here where you could go on Evolve and you just sign up. Like, there's a code, you put it on Evolve, and then you could do 1,000,000 practice questions. You could choose the amount of questions you want. You could choose a subject. It's a great resource, so I highly recommend this book. I bought this book at Barnes & Noble's for, I believe, $69.95. It was about $70. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks like so you have an idea. This book is amazing. I truly believe you should get it. So hold on, I'm gonna show you right now. So as you can see, it starts off with NCLEX prep. It gives you everything you need to know, some test taking skills. And then after that, it goes into all of fundamentals, everything you need to know for the NCLEX. There's charts, and then usually at the end of the chapter, there are practice questions. They're great practice questions, and then if you go on Evolve, like I said earlier, there'll be even more questions, and then they have great rationales. So it will really help you to enhance your critical thinking, and it will make sure you know the information. So yeah, it goes through fundamentals, maternity, pediatrics. These are all of MedSurg. And then at the end, which is one I want to show you guys, this is mental. Here's a comprehensive test. So as you make your way through nursing school, you'll be able to you're supposed to master all of this, and then this will bring everything together, and you could do all these practice questions and then more online. It's a great resource. This is how it looks like. So yeah, that's one book that I've carried throughout my nursing career, and I'm in OB right now, so I still have another year left of nursing school. And I'm going to show you now another book that I actually just got it about, last semester, because our school incorporated ATI. Some facilities, they do have ATI. Other students, they have to take the HESI. We had to take the HESI from the beginning. I took HESI for fundamentals, MedSurg, but now I'm in OB, and they just completely changed their curriculum. So now they incorporated ATI because they say ATI has like a 99% chance of passing the NCLEX. So I'm going to show you this book, and it's also a great resource for you guys to use. Look at all these tabs. This is me being my OCD perfectionist, trying to like make sure I keep myself organized, because they say organization is the key to success. So this is the Comprehensive NCLEX RN Review. I have the 17 edition, but I believe there's an 18 edition that just came out. It's all pink. This one's yellow. But I'm gonna show you how this one looks like. It's awesome. So this is how it looks like. It's practically the same thing as Saunders, except this one has some more information regarding like farm. So these are the table of contents. Same thing, testing strategies, leadership, community, farm. Look at all the farm medication. I like how they separate it into one category. Unlike Saunders, it's kind of like within the chapters. Fundamentals, MedSurg, mental, maternal, and nursing care. So I separated everything into tabs. Yeah, I already started highlighting my writing. So here, this is all my MedSurg topics, and then these are all my table of contents, so I know where everything is. Yeah, it has EKGs. It's great resource for those that have to take the ATI. So yeah, those are the books that I recommend. I only use these two because I've realized that you try to go and take so many sources that your brain ends up going crazy because it's so much information. So I broke everything down to these two books and I've been doing great so far. So that's my recommendation. Another thing that I want to show you guys that has nothing to do with books, but I think it's something that's worth it, and the best way to keep yourself organized. So this is it's kind of big. I think as you go through the program, you're gonna need a binder. This is all of my MedSurg stuff and my notes. It's a little bit intimidating. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks so you guys have an idea. So this was my MedSurg binder. I kept everything in here. These are all my notes. I like to write down everything. Yeah, it's kind of intense. And then here I would do my concept map. So I'll go through asthma, risk factors, manifestations, labs, interventions, complications, meds. I was trying to do a whole bunch of charts so it's easier for me to visualize, and I'm the type of person that I need to like write things out to remember. But then things starts getting complicated and I had to start typing things up. So as you can see, I like to use Pinterest pictures to make things a little bit better. Oh, this chart is amazing. This is something that you're gonna have to remember for like ever. So I got all of these from Pinterest. I could probably upload on my YouTube. And I just basically put all the pictures together from Pinterest and just put it on one page. So it was a great way for me to remember the ABGs. And yeah. And then these are, oh, that one's upside down. But yeah, look how many pictures. Pictures make life better and easy to remember. And then here I would write down all my notes. These are all my fluid and electrolyte chapters. But yeah, this is how I kept all my MedSurg binder together. So that's one way to keep you organized for this class because it's a lot of information. Yeah, so that was my MedSurg binder. It was hard, you know, to put all the notes together. Obviously, I wasn't doing this like while I was studying. I waited for the class to end for me to keep my notes organized because once in a while I like to look back at it and, you know, keep my mind up to date because it's so easy for you to remember the information. And another thing I want to tell you guys is that for farm, I know there's so many classes that you have to keep up with, but for farm, I bought these farm flashcards from Barnes & Nobles as well, or you could buy them online. These were great study materials for my exams because I was able to carry them everywhere. If I was just, waiting for a doctor's appointment or, before studying for an exam. And I didn't have to write anything out. My hands didn't get tired because there's a lot of drugs to remember. So I'm going to show you an example real quick. So like tramadol, it gives you everything. There's a picture, so it tells you here that it's for the central nervous system. It's an opioid. And then in the back, I don't know if you could see very well, but it gives you everything like the side effects, what to look out for, any complications, their mechanism of action. Yeah, no, these are great study tools, so I could test myself easily. It's fentanyl, and then same thing, it goes. And this is just for the central nervous system. There's a whole bunch. There's let me show you. There's a whole bunch in here, so you will keep yourself busy with that, I promise you. And one last thing. I don't know about you guys, but I love taking notes. I love making my notes all pretty so that I make studying fun. So I bought these pens online. It's called, I could never pronounce this, sorry, like Stridler. I don't know, but these pens are amazing. They don't leak. They're super thin and easy to write with. Look, I'll show you. Look how thin. Oh, they're amazing. I'll show you an example. I actually have one of my notes from my maternity class. Look how amazing. Like, you could draw, you could write. Like, I've used my black pen over and over and has yet to like run out. I've left my pen out for a whole day like this. I just forgot to close. I just left it out and it was still working. So these were great pens. I highly recommend these pens. Yeah. And that's about it. That's what I've used all throughout my nursing career. I hope you guys have a great time in nursing school. This is only the beginning. The hard work has yet to come. You're gonna have to put a lot of time into studying, but at the end it's gonna be so worth it. But if you guys have any more questions for me, I'm gladly more happy to answer them. Let me know. Just write any questions on below, comment, and I'll be posting more on my career nursing school. Bye.